back to the channel Pro Enzo Vids, and this is my quick review on the World Club Challenge that just ended between both the Wigan Warriors and the Penrith Panthers. And yeah, Wigan won 16 points to 12, but with a tinge of controversy, and I'll get into that in any second. But before I do start, please be sure to like the video and do subscribe to the YouTube channel if you are new watching right now. Yeah, I do appreciate all the new support and all the new sort of subscribers that have come in recently. So if you are new watching right now, I would encourage and hope you would subscribe. So yeah, but enjoy the video nonetheless. But yeah, okay, so it's definitely good to see the Super League yet again win. You know, win another World Club Challenge. I get that, and I'm pretty happy to see. Well, actually no, because I don't like Wigan particularly, but I guess in terms of just like how everyone talks shit about the Super League, it's good to see another Super League side win the whole thing. I get it, but you can't tell me it was a genuine win. There's no way it was genuine. Like, I don't understand it. Like, you know, Penrith were robbed, in my opinion. Like, not everyone's going to agree with that, but I'd say 90% of people who watched the game full on would understand that Penrith were robbed. Like, I don't know how you can let a Jake Wardell try happen when there's no, well, I mean, for some reason the referee was, you know, said that the try for Wardell was a try because he could see the ball hit the line where the ball never hit the line. And then towards the end of the game, when Taylor May went over, they have more sort of, they have a more appealing mind to think that May's try definitely wasn't a try, and they think that Wardell's was more of a try than what May's attempt was. So I don't even understand that for a second. Like, I don't understand that one bit. You know, obviously you can't do much about it now. I get it. You can't do much about it now, but it's just silly. It's just silly business, mate. It's silly business. You know, I don't understand how they can say that trial is more certain. Like the Wardell trial is more certain than the May trial towards the end. Literally the two same situations. The two are the same. You know, you couldn't see Wardell put the ball on the line. You could not see him touch the line of the ball. Neither with May. So I don't understand how that was given a try for Wardell, first of all. But God, that was just shocking. What a shocking call. You know, look, Wigan fans deserve to celebrate this win because it's a good win, and it is a win that, you know, is important for them because they've won the World Club Challenge, obviously, but it's not a genuine win. If I was a Wigan fan, which I'm glad I'm not, you know, I would never claim this as a serious win. I wouldn't, because even in the first half, when Cruz Leeming scored a try, there were 2 forward passes in that try. I think there could have been even 3. You know, I think there were definitely a few forward passes thrown there. You know, from the right to the middle. You know, I count 2 at least in that lead up to the Leeming try. I counted at least 2, but still, it's pretty stupid how those sort of tries get let go of. You know, I laughed at the comments before as well on Instagram. People were saying they thought the NRL referees were bad compared to the ones in the Super League. Well, normally the Super League referees are good, but this one was just particularly really bad. He was terrible. I don't know his name, I probably forgot it, but he was terrible. But anyway, what can you do? I do believe Penrith were done, in my opinion, but that's just me. That's just my opinion, but you can't do much about it now, can you? But anyway, taking the controversy out of it, it was a good game. It was a really good arm wrestle between both sides. I really thought that Penrith and Wigan dug their heels deep in and really had a good crack at the game. I thought Penrith were very courageous despite some of the things that they were, you know, against, like the controversy and all that sort of shit. But they were very good, Penrith. I think the combination of May and Taruva will take a bit of time, because I did realise that tonight Tago moved to the edge of where Toto was, and then they moved May on the side of Taruva, which I didn't think would happen this season, actually, but it did. And yeah, no, I thought Tago and Bizzo were pretty good together, I thought, but I thought the combination of May and Taruva was a bit I was a bit up and down at times. I thought very up and down. I felt like they definitely weren't like terrible, but their defense at stages were pretty bad too. I think May just did not trust his winger enough, Taruva enough, and that's why Wigan scored a few tries towards that end of the game. But yeah, look, I think Penrith were good. They were good, but I think Wigan had a bit more of aggression in their game, and I thought without Luai for Penrith it would be a bit harder. But I do want to give a special shout out to Jack Cole, though. Jack Cole was brilliant. He was very good. You know, he actually held his line really well, and you you know, obviously there were times where he made a couple of errors and here and there, but his defense was mainly pretty good. I was actually pretty impressed with that because I thought his defense might be a bit targeted because of how big and strong the Wigan back rowers are, but he actually did really well. Jack Cole held his line, gave it 100% effort, and he actually played really well, Jack Cole. So he deserves a lot of credit for that. But yeah, I think in the end it was just a very, yeah, it was just a very look, I can't say this was a great game without controversy. I'm sorry, but I can't say that. But it was a very physical game, like very physical, like plenty of biff in the game too. Like you had Leota versus, you know, some of the Wigan forwards at times. You saw Liam Farrell go after a few players from Penrith too. You had Willie Issa go hard early at the start of the game when Cleary gave it to him after losing the ball. So there's a lot of feeling to this game, a lot of feeling. So it was a really, really brutal game and a really, really high quality game in the end, I felt like, apart from the controversy, obviously. But yeah, look, Wigan were strong. They were good. Bevan French was fantastic at 5'8". I really thought he had a great game. Jay Field was very strong too. I think out of him and Edwards, Jay Field was definitely better, in my opinion. Cruz Leaming was good. I thought, you know, Liam Farrell played pretty well too. Like, Liam Farrell was obviously a great back rower. And, yeah, I think he really stuck up to the challenge really well against that Penrith pack. So, yeah, look, Wigan were good, you know. Obviously, some of their tries were not too bad. I mean, the Bevan French try towards the end was a bit unlucky, I felt like. And he was offside, so that's part of the rules, and I understand that. But I felt for Bevan French, though, he was a bit in front, you know, just by a little bit. And if he was just back behind a tiny bit, yeah, it would have been a good try. It would have been a great try, but oh well, can't do much about it now, can you? But yeah, I think just for the sake of Wigan and all that sort of stuff, they deserve to celebrate it. But if you're a Penrith fan, I can understand why you're not going to be too happy about that. So yeah, obviously, yeah, good win. Good win, I'd say, for Wigan, just because it's, you know, against Penrith, and obviously the people in England know how good Penrith are, so you take it as a win, you take it as an achievement, I guess. But if I'm a Wigan fan, I wouldn't take that win so, you know, sweetly. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't take it sweetly at all. But that's that though. So obviously, I'll give my best 3 players on ground now. I would go probably number 3. I'll go Jay Field. I think Jay Field was excellent for Wigan. I thought he deserves a lot of credit for the game he had. Number 2, I'm going to give it to probably... This might be a bit controversial, but I'll give it to Nathan Cleary. I thought Cleary played really well, actually, for Penrith. And his try in the first half was really good too. He was just a good whole run for that line there to score that try. It was a great try, actually, for Nathan Cleary in the first half. And then my man of the match, it's probably between a few players, but I would give it to Harry Smith, in my opinion. I think Harry Smith played really well for Wigan, so I think... and he was lucky to play too, because of the tackle he did last week in the Super League, where he did lift the player over the horizontal. But it wasn't that bad, I guess. I've seen worse tackles in that. But he played today, and he played pretty well. So, yeah, obviously, I guess they're my 3 best players on ground, but that's that. Oh, not to mention as well, when there was one-on-one strip from Liam Martin on one of the Wigan players, forgot who it was, but it was a one-on-one strip. Like the Wigan players were claiming there was 3 players in a tackle when there was literally just the one when the 2 players dropped off. I mean, how is that how is that not fair play? Like, literally, the 2 Penrith players dropped off when Liam Martin stripped the one-on-one stripped the Wigan player, and the referee just changed his mind. Like Ben Cummins in the 2019 grand final, like he literally said play on, then he changed his mind because the Wigan players blew up about that whole call. Stupid. The referees that referee got too manipulated at times. Obviously, not enough confidence in himself. Now it's my review for the Huddersfield versus St Helens game. Now I'm not going to really talk for that long about it because it was just all Saints, and I'll be honest, I didn't really get to watch the game because I fell asleep. Because I was travelling yesterday out to Brookvale to watch Manly Broncos play, so I didn't really get to see much of this game. But I saw some highlights though, and look, all I can say is that Saints were always going to win this game. Like Huddersfield are obviously, not the same calibre as what Saints are, so it's always going to be a tough night for Huddersfield. I don't want to sound too biased, but I think you would know that Saints would win this game fairly easy too. Surprised wasn't by more, but You know, I thought, yeah, look, from what I saw from the highlights, Jack Wellesby started as usual. There's no shock in that. He played really well, Wellesby. And he, yeah, did a great job. And I thought guys like Walmsley was just strong and get again. Sirinen was good. Heard good things about Sirinen. But overall, look, at a 28-0 win, there's not really much to talk about other than how dominant Saints were. So, and as a Saints fan, it doesn't really come as a shock to me anymore because we always win the game. So we always win, you know. It's like, we don't always win, but we win most of the time. So I'll just say that it was a good win by the boys, and they just go back it up and just keep going, I guess. Stay consistent, don't lose your form, and yeah, that's all you can really do. So it was a good win by Saints, and yeah, Huddersfield obviously are under a lot of pressure with their coach especially. So we'll see how Watson does go for the rest of the season. But yeah, I feel like he's an alright coach, enough to keep his job. But yeah, this loss for them does not help. But they're playing Saints, a really good outfit, so you can probably let it off, I'd say. But yeah, Saints were too good, and obviously Wigan just beat Penrith. But that's my 2 reviews on both games. More of a little quick review on the Saints and Huddersfield game because I didn't really get to watch it, but that's all right. But thank you for watching, though. Please be sure to again like this video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and do comment your thoughts on both games as well. So thanks for watching, and have a good rest of the night or day wherever you are watching this video.